Welcome back to Felix the Cat. Today we're reading chapter 14. I'm so glad you joined me. Come on, let's read.
The wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in a fix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. Felix the Cat.
Here we are, chapter 14. A good deed rewarded. Felix and Danny enjoyed the trout, but 4 trout couldn't fill them up forever. They were hungrier and more lost than ever. "We sure are lost," agreed the cat, as the way grew stranger.
"I'm scared. Why did I leave my mommy?"
whimpered Danny. They had every reason to be scared, too. The woods seemed to be filled with great, watching eyes. All at once, as they came into the clearing, a huge beast loomed up.
"By golly!"
Felix cried fearfully.
"We've got to keep going. That moose means vamoose." "Oh my gosh!"
yipped the kid.
"Mooses are awful looking things. I'm scared, Felix. I'm scared." "Me too."
Felix gave him a push.
"But keep going, kid. Keep going."
They walked and they ran until it seemed to Danny his feet would not go another step farther.
"I've got to get sleep,"
insisted Danny.
"If we only had a safe place to rest."
Felix looked around them. Out of a hole in a tree poked a fierce-looking face. Another peered from behind a trunk, and still another.
"Rest?"
repeated the cat.
"There's no chance. These bozos would pounce on us the moment we closed our eyes."
And so they went on again. After what seemed miles, Felix noticed the trees getting less and less. The way seemed clear at last.
"Lie down,"
he told Danny.
"You look all in." "Gee, I'm tired,"
the kid admitted wearily, and slumped down with his back against a tree.
"Well, anyway, we won't starve,"
Felix said, getting busy.
"I'll dig some bait and catch a fish."
Poking in the ground with a branch from the tree, Felix managed to dig up a mess of wiggly worms.
"Come on, Danny," he called. "We're going fishing."
Just then, there came along 2 baby eagles, crying big tears.
"Look,"
Danny said pityingly.
"baby eagles, and they're lost like we are. And they look hungry too,"
Felix noticed.
"Gosh, they look awful hungry, don't they? Poor little eagles."
Danny felt so sorry for the baby birds. He forgot his own hunger.
"They need food more than we do,"
decided the cat.
"We'll let them have the bait."
"Okay," agreed the kid. The eagles opened their beaks, and Felix and Danny dropped the worms, plop, into their mouths.
"I never saw anything disappear as fast as those worms." "Hee-hoo,"
chuckled Felix.
"Were they hungry?"
When the last worm was gone, the baby eagles marched away, their tummies full and their sorrow turned to joy.
"Don't it make you happy to make them happy?"
asked Felix, feeling very big-hearted.
"It sure does,"
Danny agreed, smiling.
"I hope they find their mommy eagle now." "You said something that time,"
cried Felix. Danny looked where Felix was pointing and saw something all right. The mommy eagle was on her way toward them. at full speed. Her beak was pushed out in a very grim manner, and her wings flapped and flopped angrily.
Here's where I exit,
cried a rabbit in fright. In fact, most anything would exit with that eagle coming ahead full force. Closer and closer came the eagle. Danny and Felix ran fast as they could, but it was no use. The eagle was making a speedy, non-stop flight right after them.
We're done for!
Gasped Felix, giving up the ship.
Oh, do something, Felix!
Begged Danny.
Haven't you got an idea? The only idea I got is I wish I was an eagle twice as big as this one,
shouted the cat.
We're done for, I tell you.
It seemed as though Felix were right. The eagle reached out her big, powerful claws and took Danny in one and Felix in the other. Then, with a hoarse cry, she began to fly up and up and up.
Mommy!
Shrieked Danny.
Oh, Mommy! Help!
Screamed the cat.
Help! Help! Help!
But all their shrieking and all their screaming didn't do one bit of good. The eagle clutched them all the harder and continued to fly higher and higher. But imagine their surprise. Danny and Felix were gently placed in the eagle's nest. The mother sat by proudly, and the baby eagles perched on a nearby limb.
She just wanted to give us a soft bed.
Because we fed her young ones, laughed Danny. Felix chuckled.
One good turn always brings another. Hoo-hoo!
That's the end of chapter 14. I hope you'll join me next time for chapter 15, Pulling a Foxy One. Boy, I sure hope they find their way out of the woods. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you'll join me next time. See ya.